That sounded bad. Hey guys, what's up? This is ASAP Zonk. I don't have a hat on today. So, why not? I'm doing a video today. Let me back up. It's been a long day, but I decided to do this video because it's another interesting topic as what I did last week. This week, we're going to do 11 unbelievable gaming hunting stories. So I'm going to say for disclosures, I'm not going to use names unless the names are Secondhand Daisy, because I can use his name. So let's start off with number 11. I've been game hunting for like 4 years, almost 5 now. So I had some unbelievable stories, and this is one of them. The first summer of me collecting and flipping, I saw a Facebook post for a Super Nintendo with games for $30. And it was somebody commented on somebody else posted. I'm like, oh God. So I said, if he passes, I'll take it. So the girl messaged me and she said, oh, he passed. So I go and pick up the game and the guy pulls up. And he threatens me and tells me he's going to kill me. He's going to make my life hell. And his wife threatened me. It was so bad. I almost called the cops. It was that bad. So I told him he could have the games. Give me back my money. He can have the games because he's a little crybaby. That guy still talks crap about me to this day, and it's been almost 4 years. He's about 35 years old, and I'm 22, so who's the immature one now? That really has nothing other than that never really nothing else like that had happened to me. Another unbelievable story that Secondhand Daisy knows. I got my identity stolen at GameStop. So my competition at one time, he thought it was going to be funny to steal my identity at GameStop and get me banned. He traded in all broken items and all multiples and just all broken stuff under my name. So I actually called the cops, because what happened was I went down to the store to clear my name, and they showed me the video cameras, and I saw who it was. So all right, so we leave the store. 5 minutes later, we got a phone call from the manager. They're there. They're here. So we swung back, and we called the cops. The cops talked to them. The cop really didn't do nothing, because by GameStop's policy, you can't really do nothing, which is kind of stupid, because if it was at a pawn shop or anywhere else, guess what? That's identity theft. But yeah, I got my identity stolen over video games. Such a wonderful state we live in of New Jersey. Next story. All right. This is another crazy story. Crazy find-wise. So, a few years ago, this is actually, you can check out the video. You can go to my channel, check out the Super Nintendo kiosk review. I don't have that anymore. And again, my phone fell. So, what happened was, I went to a garage sale before I was even starting to collect, and I see a Super Nintendo kiosk on the table. I didn't know what it was, and I said, how much? $60. I begged my uncle to give me the money, because back then I didn't work or nothing. So he gave me the money, and I told him I'll pay him back. It was my birthday next week anyway. I paid him back. I took it home, and I had a kiosk, and I have a video. You can check out the review on that. And I sold it 2 years ago for $700 or $800. Paid $60. It was just a tabletop, really nothing else, and that was an insane find. So that's 3. Number 4, I would have to say it's another find. My cousin was into retro gaming, and what happened was he got into it way early, 2010, the golden time where everything was cheap. So he had Earthbound, and he had Black Dreamcast, Virtual Boy, and a bunch of other good stuff. And he needed money because he had a girlfriend that was kind of crazy, and he needed some amiibos. So he told me, look, give me $120. I'll give you my copy of Earthbound. I'll give you my Virtual Boy. I'll give you a Zelda game for $64, a Kirby game for $64, Mario All-Stars for SNES, GoldenEye, $64. And I paid $120. I still got the Virtual Boy and Earthbound to this day because I made a promise. He said, do not ever sell that, and I never did. It's in my room right now. That was pretty insane. Number 5. Recently, me finding Metal Storm, Me find Metal Storm and the Addams Family game at a estate sale when somebody else was buying the rest of the games. And I stumbled. You can watch the video too. I got the video up. And I stumbled upon him, asked if I can buy whatever he doesn't want, and he left a bunch of good games, including them two, and I paid like $5 a piece. We never forget that day. So number 6. Trying to be dramatic here. So I'm trying to think what could be a good number 6. Alright, a collector needed money, and I went over to his house, and I bought out his collection, and this was over a 6-month span. And let me tell you, I still got a lot of that stuff. TurboGrafx, that's where most of my collection came from. I paid him like $100 for everything, with TurboGrafx wise, and it's so good. I still have some of the stuff. Turbo kept everything. That's basically most of my collections from that lot. So that was a pretty good story. Now, I think I'm on number 7, number 6. I'm not that sure. Another story was, let me think. Oh, I got a game pulled out of my hand at a flea market. This guy who stole my identity, same guy. I had a game in my hand, and he ripped it from my hand at a flea market. Mario game, and he was like, "Oh, it's mine." I'm like, "I had my hands on it first." That happens a lot all the time, especially in New Jersey. That happened to me at estate sales, garage sales, flea markets. You know how many times at the flea markets somebody comes behind you and say, "I'll pay $100 for that game right now," even though it's only worth $10, and then I walk away, and then they sell it for like 20. And I'm like, what the hell? You just told me one price, and then you tell the guy that, and then you buy it for cheap anyway. That's I can't stand this sugar. I can't stand that sugar at all. But that happens all the time. Let's see. Oh, this was a pretty crazy find. I've lost track of numbers. I don't really care anymore. I found an N64 this was when like the first 2 months of me collecting. I got 2 64s with all the Mario games, 2 Mario Karts, Mario Party. It was like 2 of everything. Oh, shout out to my girlfriend Paige, because she's texting me about her watching the video. So if you're watching out there, I love you. So it was all that. I paid $30 for that, so that was insane. What else? I don't have that much else to talk about. I haven't reached 10 yet. Another crazy story was I was at a flea market, and somebody had Super Nintendo games, and he was like, "Oh, come back later on." And I'm like, damn it. So the vendor next to him tries to buy them off of him, and he didn't budge. He was like, "I saved them from him, and you can go through them." So I went through them. I paid $10 a piece, but I got the Jetsons, Turtles in Time, Soul Blazer, and a bunch of other good Super Nintendo games. I kept most of them. A lot of them in my collection still. And yeah, that was another crazy story. And I think that's basically it. I'm doing this on a whim and a prayer, so I don't really know. Anthony, I don't get good stuff all the time. I'm getting so sick of it. I don't find good games anymore. And it sucks. People want $1 million. They don't want like fair prices anymore. They want $1 million for games. And it's like, I'll be happy selling other stuff. Like, I'm moving on from games. Oh, another announcement. I'm not really going to be looking for games that much anymore. I'll be looking for other stuff. But I do find games, I will buy them. But I will be buying other stuff because it's easier to find and easier to sell. So, yeah. I'm not like the people who find everything for cheap. Like the 64 lot I found. A guy commented, and he was like, "Oh, that's not a good deal at all. If I can make 10 times my money, I don't want it." And I said, I can make probably double my money on it. But it just makes me sick. Anyway, I think that's it. I'm going to change the title of this video. Alright, bye everyone.